Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th devlog. Um, and in today's devlog, I did it. The thing from last episode, I added it to the game. It's here now. Um, so, yeah, with all the animations that were previously in the game, I have fully added the model that I was rigging up from last episode. Um, so yeah, if I zoom in a little bit, you can see he blinks and he has idle animations. And yeah, the animations are a bit more detailed than the old ones were, because the old ones were done by hand, and I'm gonna be real, I'm not that good at animating. So yeah. That isn't the only thing I added though, because the entire reason why I decided to make the rig in the first place was that I wanted it to be easier to add armors to the game and take a lot less time to add armors to the game. And well, I've been working on rigging this up for a few days now, but um, yeah, I added armors. So yeah, there's a chest plate in the inventory. First off, let's get hit by this guy and see how much damage he does. He does 5 damage. Alright, so let me run away real quick. I equipped this chest plate, which does 20 defense. That's this new icon down here. It'll show up for everything, but it's not really, like mana cost showing up for swords. It doesn't really do anything or mean anything. Alright, so as you can see, the player has armor on them now, visually. And yeah, it's got some nice armor. And now, when I get hit by the slime, instead of doing 5 damage, it does 1 damage. Not because the armor isn't good enough to stop all the damage, but because if the amount of damage being done is greater than 0, the minimum amount of damage you can take even after defense is 1. So I didn't want the player to be completely invincible, even if they have the greatest armor ever. I do want this to be a somewhat slightly difficult game. Like, I don't want it to be trivially easy, because I just like having some difficulty, but I'm also keeping in mind that the player I'm trying to I'm just keeping in mind the player's just starting on these earlier phases, so or these earlier levels, so nothing does that much damage. And also the player doesn't have access to better equipment yet, so yeah, I'm just keeping that in mind as I go, but at the end of the game, I do want it to get really hard. But not yet. And if you're afraid about it being too hard at the end, don't worry, I don't think it'll be too hard, and if the difficult sections are like unbelievable, I'll make it optional, don't worry. So yeah. So yeah, I added the animations, I added the chest plate. There's currently no way to take the chest plate off, because that's an entire different, I'll need to add another section of the UI for equipping and unequipping and seeing what you have equipped and stuff, but for now, for tonight, because it's already 4:38 a.m., I think I did pretty good these past few days, and I think it looks pretty nice. Of course, there is still some issues, and it's not perfect, but I mean, I'm not finished making the game yet, so it's fine. Alright. Well, that's it for devlog number 7. Still can't believe it's the 7th devlog already, and it's only been a month since I started. Alright. See ya.